Most developers use Claude Code wrong. 7 primitives turn it into a team.
Welcome to Claude Code, Foundation and Mastery. In this session, we'll focus on shell usage and configuration so you can operate Claude Code confidently from day one. The material comes from DDS Vibe Academy and is designed as a free, practical training path for working engineers. Claude Code is not an autocomplete plugin. It is an agentic CLI. That means it edits real files, runs commands, and manages workflows across your repository. Compared with editor autocomplete, it reasons at the project level, executes shell and Git operations, and analyzes the entire repo, not just a single file. Claude Code runs wherever your code lives. In the terminal, it offers a full-featured CLI for power users. In IDEs like VS Code, Cursor, Windsurf, and JetBrains, it integrates with your editor. Desktop, web, and mobile apps support remote work, while Slack integration enables team collaboration and PR review. This slide summarizes the Claude system stack. CLAUDE.md defines global project rules. Skills provide on-demand expertise. Commands are user-triggered shortcuts. Subagents and agent teams handle isolated or parallel work. Hooks enforce shell safety, and MCP connects external databases and APIs, each with clear trade-offs. Use the primitives in 3 steps. First, define global rules in Claude.md so every action follows consistent constraints. Second, isolate heavy research or analysis into subagents to protect your main context. Third, extend capabilities by connecting external systems through MCP when you need data or tools beyond the repo. Your first interaction with Claude Code should validate the setup. Run Claude from your project root to launch. Use an init to generate a starter Claude.md configuration file. Then call a doctor to verify that installation, authentication, and environment access are all working before you rely on the tool. Claude.md is the core contract between your project and the agent. Capture concise context, such as the project name, then define rules like strict TypeScript settings, files Claude must never edit, and required tests. Add durable memory, including package manager and deployment targets, to keep behavior consistent. Subagent files let you isolate specialized logic. In this example, a reviewer subagent focuses on security and correctness of diffs. You specify its tools such as read, grep, and bash, and describe its role, checking for injections, N+1 queries, and missing error handling, then reporting findings by severity. Custom/commands execute repeatable workflows. Here, the whileship command runs tests and then summarizes changes. If tests pass, Claude summarizes the diff in 5 bullets. If they fail, it lists failing tests and stops. This pattern turns complex release checks into a single reliable CLI instruction. To extend Claude Code beyond your repository, install an MCP server. MCP, or Model Context Protocol, standardizes how tools expose capabilities to the agent. A simple first step is to run pip install fast MCP, which provides a lightweight framework for building and serving custom tools over MCP. This Python example defines a minimal MCP tool. Using fast MCP, we register a server named wordCount and expose a wordCount function as a tool. The function accepts text and returns the number of words. Finally, mcp.run starts the server so Claude can call this tool during a coding session. Once the server is built, connect it to Claude Code. Use Claude MCP add word count, Python /abs/path/to/server.py. The first part defines the tool namespace, and the second part specifies the local implementation path. After this, the word count tool becomes available inside your Claude workspace. Always confirm MCP connectivity before relying on a tool. Run Claude MCP list and check that the word count server shows as connected. Then, from a Claude session, issue a natural instruction such as use the word count tool on readme.md. Claude will route the request through the registered MCP tool. Effective thread management keeps Claude responsive. Use the main thread for routine edits, direct instruction following, and single-file logic changes. Push heavy multi-file research, read-only security reviews, and deep context exploration to subagents so the primary conversation stays focused and efficient. Skills enable progressive disclosure of knowledge. In skill.md, you define a skill such as PDF extract with a clear description and explicit trigger phrase, for example, pull tables from. When Claude detects that phrase, it loads the full skill context on demand, keeping the base prompt lean yet powerful. The key rule of context is to keep Claude.md small, ideally under 200 lines. Use it for global rules and stable memory only. Move detailed, conditional, or task-specific logic into skills that load on demand. This separation preserves context capacity while still giving Claude access to rich procedures. Context drift occurs when long threads overload the context window, causing Claude to lose track of earlier constraints. To mitigate this, enforce project rules centrally in Claude.md and move heavy or long-running tasks into subagents. This keeps each thread compact while maintaining consistent behavior. If a skill does not auto-invoke, the cause is often weak or vague front matter. Names and descriptions may not match the user's phrasing. The remedy is to sharpen the skill name and write explicit trigger descriptions that mirror real language, so Claude can reliably match intent and load the correct skill. When MCP will not connect, typical causes include incorrect absolute paths, bad command arguments, or tools that have not been granted permissions. To fix this, re-add the server with the correct add command, verify the path, and grant permissions once. Afterward, the tool should register successfully. To ship with Claude Code, follow this checklist. Verify installation, configure Claude.md, isolate subagents, and extend via MCP. The DDS Vibe Academy program is free, with no paywall, sign-up, or certificate. Just focused practice to help you build reliable, agent-driven development workflows.